3 years, $42 million deal. Are you kidding me? That's it? 3 years, $42 million for Za'Darius Smith.
And he's probably it's probably like his cap hit for this year is probably like $7 million.
That's what the Niners are paying Charvarius Ward. That's nothing. 3 years, $42 million for Za'Darius Smith, who's legitimately better than Charvarius Ward. Damn, that's nothing. See, this is the cost of keeping Jimmy Garoppolo. Big fish off the market. You could have had. He wasn't even that expensive. What the hell is that? He went to the Vikings? The Vikings are more aggressive than the Vikings. Vikings aren't even good. Damn, man. That's got to sting. All right, so forget Za'Darius Smith. Oops. Who else is on the market, edge rusher-wise?
They could get Jihad Ward, and then they could have 3 Wards on the team.
John, you're messing up, man. John, you are messing up. You weren't even interested in Za'Darius Smith. Were you ever interested in him? No. Too expensive.
Trey Flowers, Jason Pierre-Paul, Jerry Hughes, Jadeveon Clowney, perpetually on the market.
So now the Niners have like 4 spots that they have to spend their second round pick on. They have to spend it on an edge rusher. They also have to spend it on a safety and a nickel and a right tackle. So they need to find a player who can play 4 positions.
Maybe
we need a safety slash nickel slash right tackle slash edge rusher. I think they can get that in the second round at the end.
Yeah.
And again, like the Niners are in this position where everything is about the draft. They have to fill all these holes in the draft. They didn't get a pick for Jimmy. They probably could have got that pick that Indianapolis traded for Matt Ryan, but they didn't want that. They didn't get that pick. And now they have to get like 4 starters in this draft. And they're not that good at drafting. They're like mediocre at drafting at best. They're like every other team. They miss a lot. And now they got to draft 4 starters in the draft. And they don't have a first-round pick. Sweet. John, you're killing it right now, man. I'm so impressed. Everyone is really juiced on what you're doing. Nice job.
I'm probably less concerned about the edge than other positions because they've shown the ability to find guys and then have them to be able to produce.
Be a good team this year. I'm just trying to I just think, I don't know. I think Super Bowls are fun. I like winning Super Bowls. I'm pro Super Bowl. That's me.
I'm pro Super Bowl too, but I think Costa Rica is going to be able to coach guys up, and Epicom showed a lot of promise at the end of the year. So like, if there's a position that I would choose, if I would put like the pecking order of where they need to address, I would say right tackle, safety, was nickel, and then edge would be toward the bottom. Just I value the position probably more than those other positions. However, I think with what they have on the roster and the guy that they have there has shown the ability to produce secondary edge rushers than at the other spots.
El Jefe says, whose fault is this, Jimmy? Whose fault is this, Jimmy Garoppolo or Lynch? When you interview anyone again? Lynch was interviewed about a month before the draft. It's Lynch's fault. It's the front office's fault. And I'm reading an article. The Niners spin is coming out. And the spin is that it's no one's fault, although it's Jimmy's fault for having the surgery. But it's no one's fault because, Jimmy, he didn't want to have the surgery. He got hurt. But it's no one's fault. Nah, man, it's John Lynch's freaking fault. They should have traded this dude before the Deshaun Watson came on the market, because once Deshaun Watson came on the market, Matt Ryan came on the market. No one knew that Matt Ryan was available 3 weeks ago. The Niners could have took advantage. They didn't. And so the Colts got a sweet deal. It's Lynch's fault. It is John Lynch's fault. John, it's your fault. Don't let him off the hook. I love how people are so quick to be like, no one's at fault here. Yes, someone is. What are you talking about?
It's his job. Like, that's John Lynch. This is John Lynch's job.
Merkin says, I think Jimmy had a market up until his last drive in the championship. He looked pathetic. I think he had a market up until Deshaun Watson hit the market. Then it was over. There was a market for Carson Wentz. A lot of people think Jimmy's better than him. No one likes Carson Wentz. No one likes Carson Wentz. There was a market for him.
The thing about Carson, though, and I think what people are kind of downplaying is Carson at his best is way better than Jimmy at his best. So that, like, when you're talking about potential, right? Like, people forget.
But, I mean, the Washington messed up. Like, they traded 2 threes for Wentz when Ryan went for 1 3. Like, you messed up. What did you get? What did you do? What did you do? He's on his third team. Like he might be. He's not that good.
I think it's all market based, right? Like because you got to look at what happened. Like this is a progression of things, and it was all pretty much started by the Watson thing. Matt Ryan, I think, is available because of Watson, because the Falcons started to flirt with Watson. Then once that happened, Ryan was like, "What the hell am I doing here when I'm like putting my effort in this shitty ass team, and like you guys are looking to get rid of me, trade me." I don't think the Falcons were really looking to trade him, prior to, but once that happened, I think, and then the market for quarterbacks was slimmer, so like that's what all they could get would be the third round pick. The Falcons probably could have gotten more.
Amanda 24 says it would have been better if they lost Week 18. National media thought Jimmy Garoppolo was a winner, then everyone watched him play. He got so much credit for that game, Week 18. It's nauseating. Ugh. Irfin says, should SF sign Kerry Hyder? No, but they certainly will. I'm sure they will.
They
will. Route Runner Niner says, why Jed York hasn't stepped in yet is beyond me.
Because it's not Jed, it's John.
Business as usual in San Francisco, Santa Clara. This is how they do business.
John needs to step in, not Jed.